I think the amount of knowledge and capacity and awareness of climate change has really increased over the past few years. The second area in which I think advances have been made is actually seeing a lot of actions on the ground that are going beyond even the international negotiation process.
I think what we hope the contribution here will be is that new ideas about how you can combine action by the public sector and the private sector and how they can better collaborate, and how carbon markets that we've known can maybe be transformed into policy instruments also for a future agreement that we hope will be coming next year.
You know, that is a really important topic because it has to do with how we in society adapt to climate change. And adapting to climate change is a topic that we're starting to hear more about. It's gotten less attention in the past because really it's about protecting coastal areas, it's about the role of forests, it's about even healthy businesses that are prepared to respond to climate change impacts.
Good climate change policies, I don't think will be effective if it is developed top-down by governments. I think governments need to start creating awareness on the ground and get people along with them in the policies that they want to develop.
A lot of the countries in the region are taking action on developing both this kind of low carbon development plans and also looking at climate impacts at the same time. And in fact, I think many of the countries in the regions are leaders in doing this.
I don't think we should bet on it. I think we should invest it wisely. And I do think that we've learned a lot in the last decade about what makes for a good climate change project. How do you measure its benefits? How do you assess its progress? And I think we ought to build on that history with the CDM. And we ought to add more oomph behind that type of approach going forward by investing the new monies coming into the Green Climate Fund and many of the same kind of projects with the same methodologies, because that's something private sector understands. Well, I think the development banks have a major role to play in adaptation finance, because usually in adaptation you're talking about large infrastructure. You're talking about seawalls. You're talking about our bridges built to withstand certain surges and floods and things. And that is the kind of thing that, because it's infrastructure finance, development banks have a long history of doing that.